Hey Capricorn, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, February 19th to Monday, February 26th, 2018. Now, before I get started, I have one announcement. First of all, I've got a webinar that I'm doing this weekend, Saturday, February 24th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. This webinar is going to be on the astrology for March 2018. So we're just going to talk about that, about what's going on, about this next month, to help prepare you better for what is happening. We've got 3 moons, 2 full moons and 1 new moon that I will be talking about, as well as all these planets moving through Pisces and into Aries. I think this month is going to be a great month for you to overcome some things from the past, to move forward, to reinvent yourself as a new person, even if it requires you to confront your demons and face some hard things before it is that you can move forward in the right direction. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about there. If you are interested in joining, please click the link down below in my description box to sign up and reserve your spot, and to get the worksheet, of course, that will accompany it as well. So please do that if you're interested, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now, Capricorn, for your horoscope, what is going on for you this week is that we have Mars hanging out right here in Sagittarius, which is your 12th house of your insides, okay, and of your spirituality. So what that means, there's a lot is going on inside you this week. Maybe other people can't see it, maybe other people don't exactly know what's going on, but you got a lot of feelings, a lot of things you're trying to understand to get right spiritually. Maybe also some things from the past too that you're trying to overcome, so that you can start to move forward in some way, doing some things that you really want to do. Okay, so that's what I see a lot of this week being about, especially the beginning. I think while you're focusing internally on what's going on inside you to get right with yourself spiritually, I think there's also a lot of focus going on in another part of your life. All right, and that is going to be right here where the Sun and Mercury are in Pisces, since they both just moved in there at the very beginning of this week. And that for you, Capricorn, is in your 3rd house here of talk and of communication. So I think while you've got all this stuff going on inside you spiritually that is happening with you, maybe some things from the past that you're trying to overcome, I think you're trying to think about it. You're trying to work it out mentally in the mind. Maybe you're trying to process things too here, maybe a little bit more logically, to figure out what's going on, how you can make sense of your life, how you can feel much better moving forward. This also could actually be a lot of communication too, maybe thinking about how you can start to communicate better with others in your life about what is going on inside you too, so that you can start to feel more comfortable. All right, so I think that's just what is going on for you. Okay, I think the more that you can pay attention to what's going on inside you, to honor some things that you're feeling, okay, is then going to help you. That's because at the beginning of this week, around Monday and Tuesday, we do have Mars coming into a trine here with the North Node. And that for you, Capricorn, is going to be in your 8th house of changes, of endings and beginnings, and of intimacy. Okay, so I think you're trying to get right with yourself and pay attention to yourself on the inside and what you need spiritually, so that you can change your life for the better, so that you can end or begin something in life, so that you can start to feel more comfortable with who you are and move forward doing some things that are really important to you, communicating about some things that are important to you, and stepping into a life that you think is better for you in some way. All right, so that's what I see happening. As that is going on, around Tuesday of this week, I do think that you're also focusing here on where Saturn is in your 1st house, okay, with Mercury as well in your 3rd, making a sextile with Saturn in your 1st. So you're not just like thinking about what's going on inside you and what you need to feel more comfortable, and what maybe you can change in your life to do something that really resonates with you on the inside, but you're also thinking about yourself, about how you can think about who you are better, communicate about who you are in some way, sorry, I'm a little sick, and about how you can work better with people in your community to do some things that are really, really important to you, okay? So I think it's not just about how can I get right with myself on the inside and think about myself in the right ways and communicate with other people about me in the right ways. I think as well you're trying to figure out how you can take some of this stuff that's on the inside of you and bring it out into the open, and have people see you for who you really are, and have people really allow you to do some things that are really, really important to you, that really do resonate with you deep down, okay? So that's what I see a lot of the beginning of this week being about. Then on Wednesday and Thursday of this week, we have Venus here come into a conjunction with Neptune. Here, I'll just move it since my program did that. But you have Venus come into a conjunction with Neptune in your 3rd house on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. So as you are trying to figure out how you can communicate and be more open about who it is that you are and live a life that's better for you, I think on Wednesday you could be a little confused about how to communicate with what's going on, especially when it comes with your relationships. Maybe people not understanding you, maybe you not knowing how to work with other people, maybe some money issues could come up as well with Venus, confused about how to use your money or to organize your money in order to do something that is important to you. But I think if you are patient as you figure some of this stuff out and compassionate here as you communicate with other people about what you want and about what's going on with you, it will be better in the end, okay? That's what I see happening. Part of the reason why I say that is because towards the very, very end of this week, after this little bit of confusion that you have during the middle of the week, Venus here then comes into a square with Mars on Saturday of this week, moving forward into next week, okay? So I think after thinking for most of the beginning of the week about yourself, about what you need to feel happy, or to feel, I don't even know if happy is the right word, to feel more comfortable emotionally and spiritually with your life, I think towards the end of the week, you begin to commit, to think more seriously and to do things in a more serious way, to bring more of that comfort and that peace that it is that you seek inside you, okay? And I think maybe as to where the beginning of the week you're kind of communicating and kind of thinking about your life and about who you are and what you need to feel better, I think towards the end of the week especially, you start to get more serious, more driven, more dedicated to doing the things that you need to do to put your life in a better spot, to overcome the past and to feel much better inside with everything that has been going on. Okay, could be a little bit hard because this is a square coming in, so maybe you don't want to communicate about what's going on inside you. Maybe you don't want to acknowledge either some things that you're feeling, but I think if you put in the effort to talk about the hard stuff, maybe to talk about some confusing things, and to talk about some things maybe you don't want to talk about, I think it will help you big time to move forward, okay? The sun also at the very end of this week around Saturday, moving into right here a sextile with Saturn, also helping you too to be more open about who you are and to feel like you're getting your point across and that people are starting to see you for who you really are, as to where maybe at the beginning of the week it was hard, okay? Especially if you put in the effort to communicate honestly about what's going on inside, I think the end of the week is really going to help you, right, to say what needs to be said and to feel like you're making some progress, making yourself known, making your feelings known, and putting yourself out there, okay? There could still be a little bit of some confusion at the end of the week because Mercury on Sunday and Monday of this week into next is going to make a conjunction here to Neptune where Venus was earlier in the week, okay? Bringing up some confusion in the way that you communicate or you think about your life. But I think gradually as all these planets start to move through Pisces here, you're starting to get more clarity here on what you need to move forward. You're starting to get more clarity on what it is that you want, on how it is you can communicate on what you want, about what you want, and how it is you can make better sense of your life and who you are so that you can move forward. And even though by the end of this week we don't have all of the answers, we don't know everything, I think we're slowly starting to understand better what's going on here so that we can do some things that you need to do and so that you can just feel better inside and out about who it is that you are and like you are being understood. All right. So that's what I'm going to leave you with, Capricorn. Now your card for the week is the Queen of Pentacles, upright. I love it, especially because you're a Capricorn, an earth sign, and this is a pentacle. This week to me is all about making sure you're taken care of inside and out, that you have everything you need, not just physically to sustain your life, not just money and clothing and things on your back, but also emotionally. What is it that you need emotionally to feel right? And I think this week is a great week for you to plan to put all of your ducks in a row, to get everything in order. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say, to get everything in order here so that you really can feel like you're building something that's important to you, like you are being cared for inside and out, and like you are approaching life from a place of strength that really resonates with you and that really makes you feel like you've got a good landing from which to move forward on, okay? So that's what I see going on for you this week, Capricorn. A good week to start to move forward on who you are, to feel better about it, and to feel like your needs are starting to be more and more taken care of. All right. So that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.